Welcome back everybody to episode 5 of my Dwarf Fortress tutorial. I am DJ Fogey and this is Dwarf Fortress. Since the last episode, actually by the way, I advise you if you have not seen my previous episodes to go back and check those out, as I do explain a lot, and there's a lot of things that this episode is going to assume that you know. Since the last episode, I have let my miners dig out this entire area that I had designated. As well, I had my carpenter create me a bunch of tables, and tables are going to be used to for your dwarves to sit and eat at, and they like that. It'll make them happy. So what are we going to do this time? Well, we're going to start setting up a couple of things. First off, we got the beds that we wanted. Okay, all 9 of them. We created 9 of them. And we want to set those beds in here. And this is the room that I was going to designate for those beds. And the tables. And possibly the food as well for now. Okay? And also I'm going to show you how to build a farm in this area. Alright, now if you look, there's all these little things sitting around on the ground in here. And what those are stones. Whenever you mine into stones, you always leave stones behind. But these stones are useful. They can get in the way sometimes, but they're useful. You can use those to create other pieces of furniture and items that you can sell and things like that. Right now, they are in my way. I need to be able to do a couple of things. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to show you a small... actually not a small trick, but the stockpiles basically. There's another way to go about doing this, but I'm not going to show you that right now. I wanted to get the basics out of the way first. So I'm going to hit P for stockpile, and I'm going to go stone. If you hit S, I'm going to create a stone stockpile. And just for right now, since it's in the way, or it's going to be out of the way anyway, I'm going to create my stone stockpile right here in this corner. And my dwarves will come in here and start hauling this stone from this location to this location, just so I can make use of this, and all my stone is located in a central location. So you don't want to do this all the time, because once you really start mining into the ground, you're going to leave behind thousands of stones, and every single time one of your stones gets used out of the stockpile, somebody's going to go and take another stone and replace it, basically. So it can get tedious. This is just for temporary situation. I'm not going to have a stone stockpile normally. But anyways, let me go ahead and escape and resume. And you will see here in just a moment some of my dwarves. Yep, there's some of them. They're going to come down here and start... Yep, there's 2 of them right there. My miners, actually. They're going to start grabbing these stones and moving them over to the stockpile and dropping them off. Yep, and there they go. So, let me pause the video until they're done moving those stones. I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, while they were doing that, I just figured out I should probably set something else up as well. Just in case there are animals out there that will want to steal my food, I should bring my food indoors. How I'm going to do that is, again, with stockpiles. Remember, it's P for stockpiles. Oops. Yeah. It's going to be P for stockpiles and F for a food stockpile. And I'm going to place that right next to where I'm going to put my farms. So I'm going to enter to start the corner, or the square. I'm going to go over to the other side of the thing, right at the edge of this stone stockpile. Hit enter again, and this is going to be where they store my food. So let me hit escape, resume, and pretty soon my dwarves, my little dudes, are going to start grabbing food and hauling it down here to be stored. So that will be my food storage for now. It's only temporary because we got to get this set up as quickly as possible. So let me go ahead and pause the video while they haul everything that I need them to haul, and then I will be right back. Okay, my dwarves have moved all of that stone out of the room here, which I'm going to use to set up for my dwarves' comfort, basically. And what I'm going to be doing right now is taking my beds, having them assigned, basically, to be placed in this area. Okay, and my tables, because I want them to have a beginning dining room as well. So I'm going to move my beds and tables over into this area. Now, it may seem a little counterintuitive, because when you hit Q, designate building task preferences, and you told your carpenter's workshop to build the beds, okay, this is going to seem counterintuitive. Your beds are already built, but you need to hit B for building and then B for bed, and this will give you a new cursor. And this cursor you just place wherever you want to place your bed, and I'm going to go ahead and place these right in here. You hit enter, and then you're going to get the choice of which bed to put there. Okay? Seems counterintuitive because you already built the beds. Why would you have to build them again? It's not what it means. When you hit B for building and B for bed, you're just actually telling them to take that bed and put it in the location you specify. So, that aside, let me go ahead and put some of these beds here. There's one. I'm going to hit B again, select another spot, enter, enter. I'm going to hit B again, select another spot, enter, enter. You see how this is going? I'm going to set all 9 beds up just like this. Right there, and right there. Now, there is a reason I built it like this, with the spaces in between. Number one, they have to be able to get to all those beds. Number two, you need to assign these beds as a dormitory so that your dwarves know that this is where they should sleep. So, to do that, again, you would use Q for set building task preferences. I'm going to hit Q right now. I'm going to go down to this middle bed, and actually, I got to see if you see right now, waiting for construction, needs furniture hauling, construction inactive. Now, what I got to do is I got to wait until my dudes get all these beds down here. So let me hit escape and resume the game. And as soon as somebody gets a little bit of time, somebody will come up here and grab one of these beds and start hauling it this way. And that may happen pretty rapidly, actually. Yep, there goes one. He just took a bed. He's walking this way. You keep track of him. He's right there. And he's hauling that bed right around the corner. And there he goes, putting it in place. Here's another bed coming. There's another bed. 2 more beds, actually, coming this way. I want him to place the center bed, so somebody will do that in just a moment. I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's 2 more beds coming. And there we go. We got that middle bed. Now, the reason I wanted that middle bed, let me go ahead and pause it. The reason I wanted that is because that's placed in the center of the rest of these beds. It'll make it just a little bit easier for me to assign as a dormitory. So now I'm going to hit Q for building task preferences. I'm going to highlight this middle bed. And if you look up here, it says R, make bedroom. So you hit R to make a bedroom, and you're going to get these flashing blue X's. This is basically the designation for the area you want to designate as a bedroom. So I'm going to make sure that it's covering all 9 of these beds. As a matter of fact, I can make it a little smaller. And as you can see, it's going to cover all 9 of these beds. So I can hit enter for done. And that's going to designate the size. Now I need to tell the dwarves it is a dormitory. And if you look up here, you can assign the bed. I can hit A, and then you can use your plus and minus to scroll through this list of your dwarves. And you can select them individually to assign a bed. But that's not what I want to do. I want to turn this into a dormitory. So I'm going to hit D to turn it into a dormitory. It says no, and then it turns into yes when I hit D. I'm going to hit escape now, and then resume, and now they have a bedroom that they can call their own, basically. All my dwarves will start sleeping in this area now. And I only have 7 dwarves and 9 beds, so, you know, they have enough beds. Second thing I'm going to do is pretty much the same exact thing, only I'm going to place tables instead of beds. So I'm going to hit B for building, and then I'm going to hit T for table, which is somewhere in here. I'm not exactly sure. You scroll down, hit the plus and minus keys, you can scroll through this list, or if you know the hotkey, you can just press that. Table, T. Hit T for table. I'm going to go up here. Probably we're going to leave a space for them to get through, and then another space for a chair, and then right here I'm going to place a table. Hit enter twice. I'm going to hit T again to place another table, and I have 10 tables, so that's 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to place the next 5 tables right on this side of the other 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way, now you're probably asking yourself, well, couldn't you just created another row or something like that? You can do that, but I like to put 1 chair per table, so every single dwarf has his own table to eat at. Now I haven't got any chairs right now, but I'm about to start building some, and how I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna make myself a mason's workshop, which is going to turn some of these stones into chairs. But first, like I said before, I was going to show you guys how to build a farm, and that's what I'm going to do right now. So let me hit escape while they move those tables over, and then I'm going to go into D for designations, right, and I'm going to go down to this little spot on next to this water, and I'm going to designate this little spot to be mined out. And what's going to happen is my miner is going to come in here, he's going to take out this part of the wall, and the water is going to flow into this room. So let me unpause it, give it just a moment, this little block will start blinking, yep, there it goes, and my miner will come in here and take it out, and you will see that the water spills out indeed, and not fills it up, but spreads out all the way across this room, so that I can get my farms going. Now normally you would want to have a door here to block all the water from spilling out, but this will be into the rest of the fortress anyway, but this will be fine. There's not enough water in there to flood into my fortress. So let me go ahead and pause until this water is done spreading out. I'll be right back. Okay, now that the water is done spreading out, I can show you guys how to create a farm plot. So, how are we going to do that? We're going to hit B for building, and P for farm plot, right down here at the bottom, P. And this is a little bit different. You got to use UM and K and H to make it bigger, not the plus and minus keys like you're used to. U to make it higher, M to make it smaller, K and H to basically make it smaller in the other ways and larger in the other ways. So let me go ahead and make this just as tall as this room, and about 5 tiles wide. Actually, we'll make it 6. And hit enter, and that's it. That's all you got to do to build a farm plot. And I'm going to go ahead and build another one right next to it. Same size pretty much. And then hit enter, and hit escape, resume, let him get to work on that. Another thing I wanted to show you guys are these little purple things. These little purple things are carcasses. It's the reason I brought cats along. These are little creatures that will come in and try to steal your food and whatnot, and your cats will kill these little guys, but they will leave the carcasses all over the place, and if you leave them there, they will rot and create a cloud of vapor that they call miasma in the game, and that cloud will make your dwarves extremely unhappy. So it's good to get rid of them, and how you do that is creating a refuse pile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to hit P for stockpile, same as we did for the wood and the food and everything like that. So P for stockpile, and this time I'm going to hit R for refuse, and just designate a little spot for the refuse in the fort so that they'll bring it out, and we don't have to worry about it making our dwarves unhappy. Now he's about done with this farm plot, so I'm gonna pause it here and stop the video. In the next episode I will show you how to plant seeds in a farm plot, as well as start digging down into the hillside here and creating our permanent fortress. Like I said, this was just temporary. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.